I beg you, I plead with you all to work with us. Let us work together to see that the people of the planet live rather than perish under the Illuminati.
You said Illuminati, so you're talking about Nazis as well.
Well, it's Illuminati. Hitler was financed by, and Stalin was financed by the international banksters. Those who control the money control the world. So we must have an independent currencies, and the EU is Hitler's dream come true. Must be abolished.
I would like to point out that one of the ways that the New World Order leaders plan to survive is to go underground. They are building cities underground around the world in many different countries. And they are bringing plants in and planting them in the underground cities so they will have oxygen. So this is one of the ways they survive. They will murder us through dumping, as Anthony says, death dumps, dropping poison on us. Now, my source is an engineer who is directly involved in building these underground cities. So my sources are very, very good.
Military bases as well, Ted?
Everything. They're going to operate totally underground. They're going to scorch the earth. They're destroying the earth. They're destroying plants on the earth, all animals and humans.
There are rumors that we are expecting to be hit by things like a pole shift or, the magnetic pole has shifted, and people who are saying this is due to HAARP. Part of people says it's also a celestial influence coming from comets or the so-called Planet X, which and there has already been a shift in Earth axis by several degrees, and so the weather we are experiencing is so forth, with all the volcanoes being active right now and all the earthquakes happening.
They have the capacity to create earthquakes, tidal waves. They have the capacity to completely control the weather. This program to kill the people is deliberate and it's by design. They will try to say it's to protect they're just going to protect the elite and they'll leave us all to die. So we need to explain this in detail, and we need to do it now. So join us.
One of the things that the New World Order is doing is, which I think is very important, is they are here in the United States keeping very close track of those of us who are involved in this fight to expose this evil element in our society. And what they are doing is they're running surveillances on us here in the United States. They are installing sensors in the major highways so that they can keep track of the cars. There is a major effort to eventually pick us up, arrest us, those of us who are fighting for the truth, and put us in concentration camps. We have more than 1,000 concentration camps already built in the United States.
They have out Hitlered Hitler at the height of his hysteria. And things will, if these people are successful, things will not be as kind and as nice and as easy as it was under Hitler.
Based on all my research, there is a pickup list, a list of those of us in the United States who are fighting for the exposure of this evil element. And there's three colored, they've colored the list. Red is the ones that will be picked up and executed immediately, and blue are the ones who are possibly available for repatriation, and green are the ones who will not be of any serious threat to their issues and their goals.
These people have given away care. They don't care about the people. They want to kill the people. They don't. In California, they have a celebration each year, each summer, the Bohemian Grove, and they have a celebration called the Cremation of Care, where they sacrifice children before the Owl of Moloch. So they don't care whether we live. They want us to die. And that is the program. We must stop it. We must stop it now.
We should mention that the annual meeting at the Bohemian Grove in July of each year is attended by the leading businessmen, the leading politicians, and even some of our past presidents have been in attendance at this ceremony. And one of the ceremonies involved at the Bohemian Grove is, they claim, a mock human sacrifice. There's some question as to whether it's a mock or it's a real.
If we were going to be killed by the planet, it doesn't make sense that they would try to kill us now. Why would they try to kill us now if this story was true? They would simply go into their underground caves, shut the door, and let us die. That's not it. Obviously, they're trying to kill us now because they want to control the world. And then when I say Ein Volk, ein Reich, ein Führer, it's going to be much worse than it was under Adolf Hitler. The EU is Hitler's dream come true. We must work through United We Strike. We must work through Wake News. We must work through commoncrime.net and our England, UK.com through Ted Gunderson's site, and through our major site here on this issue, aircrap.org. Aircrap.org. We need to communicate. We need to expand our numbers 1,000%.
Why do you think Hillary Clinton asked all ambassadors to come to Washington, D.C.? First time in U.S. history, actually.
Okay, I call her Hitlary, not Hillary, but Hitlary. Bill Clinton's brother, or half-brother, is a friend of mine. He spoke to me of one incident where in the governor's mansion in Arkansas, she had a satanic coven. She was involved in Satanry. There are hundreds of individuals in key positions who are Luciferian, like the President of the United States. His mentor is Saul Alinsky, and Saul Alinsky dedicated his book to the Lord Lucifer.